Next up.
Whoa! I didn't know you. What kind of picture is that?
This
I
is
had
the
no
only.
idea. That's not what I used for Quick Pick. I found a much different. I found an actual normal picture. I was not ready for that. What the fuck is going on?
Next up at
Holy
UFC
shit.
Vegas 70, we have Jasmine Jasudavicius taking on Gabriella Fernandes. Gabriella Fernandes is 8-1 overall, 5-0 in her last 5 with 3 stoppage wins. Jasmine Jasudavicius is 7-2 overall, 3-2 in her last 5, coming off that loss to Natalia Silva. And this is an interesting fight. I do continue to go back and forth on this fight. I flip-flop like absolute crazy on this fight. Jasmine Jasudavicius, she's a grappler. She's an accomplished grappler. Granted, it's Canadian wrestling, but she's an accomplished wrestler, like national champion or something to that effect. She likes to get the takedown. She'll control your body. She'll throw heavy knees. She'll work takedowns from that clinch. She can scramble well. She just didn't put it together with Natalia Silva. Natalia Silva, she looked flat. She was taken down twice. She just did not look good in that fight at all. And she has antics. Like, she has antics in the case. She gets angry. She gets annoyed. Even if you watch, like, her Twitter videos, she's just like, oh, she's a bro. She's a straight up bro.
You talking about Jasmine?
Yeah, Jasmine.
Yeah, sorry for being passionate, I guess, about the sport.
She's a straight up bro. She's passionate about mountain climbing as well. Just watch her Twitter videos. She's taking on Gabriella Fernandes. Powerful striker. She's big. She's strong. She's fast. She's technical. She's got solid striking, solid BJJ as well. Her takedown defense is just okay. But she's big. She's strong. She can defend most of the takedowns just with that. She does have very good BJJ. And like what Jacob was saying he's worried about in that Jason Derulo fight, is what I'm worried about with Gabriella Fernandes. She is good at jiu-jitsu and will accept bottom. And Jasmine Jasudavicius is a wrestler. So Jasmine, if she's going to get the takedown, Gabriella is not going to be working for scrambles, not going to be trying to get back to her feet. She's just going to play that jiu-jitsu game, and Jasmine should be good enough to not get submitted. I'm so torn here because that narrative that I just said makes a ton of sense. Jasmine could take her down. Jasmine could hold her down, and Gabriella is not even going to try to stand up. She's just going to play the jiu-jitsu game. But in all reality, if we look at their last fight, Jasmine looked absolutely god-awful. She did not look good in that fight, and somebody as big, powerful, strong, fast as Gabriella could give her a hard time. I'm just gonna say Gabriella's the pick here. I'm not betting it. This should not be bet. Jasmine could absolutely get the takedowns, and Gabriella could just accept them and lose a 15-minute fight on her back. That is a very real possibility, which is why I'm not betting on this fight. That's what Vegas thought. This is another one. The line has completely flipped. The underdog has become the favorite. What do you think, Jakey boy?
Yeah, I think this is going to be almost the exact same situation as the Perez fight, in that people remember the fight. And yeah, she didn't look great against Natalia Silva, just like, Aylin Perez didn't look great against Stephanie Yeager. But when you watch that fight, you understand why she didn't look good, right? I mean, Natalia Silva came in, and even Dominic Cruz was on the broadcast saying, like, oh my God, nobody would have expected her striking to look. This wasn't in her previous fights. You would not have expected her striking to look this good with her footwork. The only person that knew that her striking, her footwork was going to look that good was me. I was literally the only person. Dominic Cruz was on the broadcast talking about there's no way to know. I was deep diving on her Instagram, as I do every fighter, every single week. I was on her Instagram. I found it out. That is why Jasmine struggled in that matchup, was the footwork, the quickness, and the precise, quick striking in Natalia Silva. All of those things Gabby does not have. Gabby is, as you mentioned, a powerful striker. She's going to want to try and bully Jasmine. She's going to be a little bit more flat-footed. Jasmine was basically just chasing Natalia for 3 rounds. And what I liked about that was, yeah, she was getting frustrated. Yeah, she was getting beat up in that fight, but she never stopped trying to push and get Natalia to the cage and get her to the ground. Even in the 3rd round, she was getting to her hips. And Natalia is talented enough and beautiful enough to get out of those positions. But in this fight, Gabby is going to be standing there, and she's going to be right there for Jasmine to get the takedowns. And as you mentioned, Gabby is comfortable off her back, and she will try to fight off her back. I think that this isn't as confident as the Natalia Silva break, or not the The Aylin
Well done.
Perez breakdown. I'm sorry, I got Natalia on my head 24/7. There's no doubt about that. But I'm not as confident as the Perez breakdown in this and saying that Jasmine is going to completely dominate. But I think there's definitely a path to victory where people are going to remember that last fight a little bit. But this is a much different opponent. Styles make fights. I think Gabby's going to be there for the takedowns. We'll accept the takedowns a little bit easier than Natalia will. And Jasmine can work that top game. And if she doesn't get submitted, which I don't think she will, I think she can just grind out this victory. I think it's going to be boring, but I think she's able to get the takedowns and just kind of grind her out for 15 minutes. This Gabby girl is big, is strong. Off her back, she probably is going to get a little bit tired. And Jasmine, even in that Natalia Silva fight, didn't seem to have any cardio issues. So I think she's just going to – I basically think that Jasmine's just going to outwork this girl to a victory. With that said, like I'm saying, listen to the breakdowns. I'm not putting money on Jasmine. I'm not, I'm picking her, but I'm not, it's not one of those confident. So don't say, oh my God, you picked Jasmine. I put, this, I wouldn't put any money on her, but if I'm making a pick right now, I think Jasmine can grind out this victory for sure.
Yeah, I think, I don't disagree. This is not going to be an argument for me, right? You heard my breakdown.
Either. I mean, you've lost the last 3. I don't blame you.
Sure. Jasmine could absolutely win this with her grappling, or can struggle with the takedowns like she did in her last fight and just get absolutely pounded in the face. So, not touching it. Just watch the fight, refill your drink, hang out, and, frankly...
Ripen your banana.
Defrost, in your case. Defrost your banana.
Still pretty green. I'm about to crack that thing open, though. I'm starving.
Please.
You've never been hungry in your life, so you don't get it, but...
Please don't eat a banana on the live stream. Okay.
Well, it's going to go in me one way or the other.
The other is fine, off camera.
Well, it's not going to be off camera, but...
$8,400 in DraftKings, $7,800 in DraftKings. Are you spending that for either one of them?
No. No, thanks.
Jasmine is probably the better value, because if she does get her wrestling going, she could score some very real points. But I don't know if I'm going to shoot that
look
shot.
Look who's coming around. Look who's coming around.
I just said I don't know if I'm going to shoot that shot. Guys, I do actually have a bet on this fight. It is round related based off the round prop. Head on over to WeWantPicks.com. At the top, click Become a Member. It's only $10 a month. You're going to get the bets. You're going to get the picks, the DraftKings optimizer, the line movement chart, the DFS cheat sheets, prize picks plays, underdog plays, and literally everything else for freaking $10 a month. Not a week, not an event. $10 a month, an entire month. You're going to get all of that, plus future bets. I already have UFC 285 bets up there now.
Wow.
A couple of them. Yeah, I've got the safety parlay up there for next week, as well as a couple of money line bets. And you can, 285 parlays are open, by the way. So, WeWantPicks.com, $10 a month. Become a member. Can't go wrong. It's the best. It's the straight up best value in this space. And it's not just some trash city Patreon. It's not just some random post.
It's a full fucking website.
Well, it's like with interactive charts and data. It's like legit.
I mean, it is something to behold for sure.